down when they come in. Can I go back? Can I go back?
No, they're good. Thank you. Now, everyone, please rise for the national anthem. seated. Good afternoon, MSTA, faculty, staff, families, honored guests, and most importantly, the incredible Stepping Up class of 2026. Well-earned round of applause. I am Ms. Privatera, one of the proud assistant principals here at MSTA. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to today's ceremony. Today, we aren't just celebrating the amazing 8th graders sitting before us, we're also honoring the love, support, and sacrifices from everyone in this room who helped them reach this incredible milestone. To start us off today, it is my absolute honor to introduce our first speaker for the welcome address. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our incredible school leader, Principal Dotel. I'm at the age where I have to take off the glasses, put on the glasses. Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes, todo el mundo. So, I want to say welcome to our family, faculty, and most importantly, as Ms. Privatera already said, our incredible graduating class of, I'm not going to say 2026 because that's this, you're graduating now. It's 2030 because that's when you'll be graduating high school. So, welcome to the 8th grade Stepping Up ceremony. At our school, you haven't just learned how to solve equations, analyze readings. You've learned how to look at a canvas of possibilities and paint your own future. You have blended the logic of science and the boundless creativity of art, and as you stand on the edge of high school, you are uniquely equipped to design a beautiful life. Now, I have a confession to make. I'm not the biggest basketball fan. I think my students know that because they kept talking about the Knicks, and I'm like, don't say. But truth be told, I'm a baseball person. I'm usually a Yankee fan. Let's go. It's our year this year. But given the historic circumstances of what just happened in our city, I did, with the Knicks winning their first championship in 53 years, I did what I always do when I don't know something. I began to read, I began to research, and I started to research a couple of things, right? So, as a school of science and art, we look for patterns, chemistry, and composition, even in sports. So as I studied the team, I realized that they didn't just win because they had talent. They won because of a precise formula that mirrors the exact values that I want to leave with you today. So the first element of that formula is about the company you keep. In physics, we talk about forces that lift objects up and then forces of gravity that pull them down. The people you surround yourself with in high school will act as some of these forces. Choose to be around people who will elevate you. In my research on the Knicks, 2 names kept jumping out. Jalen Brunson and Jose Alvarado. Brunson is a superstar not because he plays with a relentless urge to make everyone around him better. Brunson is a superstar because he plays with a relentless urge to make everyone around him better. And Alvarado might not be the best in the statistics, but his energy, his hustle, and his refusal to back down and elevate every single person on the floor makes him special. Seek out friends like that. Find a group that challenges you to think deeper, work harder, and be kinder. Look for the people who celebrate your victories and push you to do better. If you are the smartest of your friend group, find a new friend group. Surround yourself with people who will stretch your mind and ignite your spirit. Second, as you step into the bigger world, never forget where you came from. Your culture, your heritage, your family story, and individual identity are your superpowers. There are unique colors on your palette. When I watched Jose Alvarado play, I saw something special. He is a proud product of New York City, and even though he's not from the Bronx, it's okay, he's from Brooklyn, it's all right. You know, he's not from the Bronx, but when he made it to the MPA, he didn't try to change his authentic self. He didn't try to hide who he was. He bought that same exact New York City energy, and this is exactly why the city loves him. Never mute your colors or blend into the background to fit someone else's comfort zone. Embrace your culture with fierce pride. Show the world exactly who you are. When you are authentic and proud of your roots, you give yourself permission to do this. You give others permission to do the same. High school needs your unique voice, your heritage, and your perspective. Finally, let's talk about dreams, how dreams actually become dreams. It happens through discipline and commitment. For this, my research led me to the leader of the champions, Coach Mike Brown. Just a little over a year ago, Mike Brown was fired by the Sacramento Kings. And this was his 4th time in his career that he was actually fired. He didn't lose his discipline. He stayed committed to his craft, landed in New York, and adjusted his strategy. He took the foundation that was already there, put his head down, worked through the noise, and just paced the sidelines as a world champion. Motivation is great. It is the spark that gets you started, but discipline is the fuel that keeps you moving when you face a setback or when the door gets slammed in your face. Commitment means showing up for yourself, doing the hard work when no one is watching. Talent will open the door, but discipline and commitment are what carry you through them. Class of 2030, you are a masterpiece in progress. When life gets heavy or people doubt you, remember that you have people here that will elevate you. Remember to carry your culture with pride, to stay committed to your greatness. We are so incredibly proud of you. Go out there and exceed everyone's, win your own championship. And remember that you always have a home here at MSTA.
Thank you, Principal Dotel, for setting such a wonderful tone for today. Let's show our appreciation one more time for our principal. And now, I am absolutely thrilled to introduce our next speaker who will be delivering our commencement address this afternoon. Zuleika Velasquez is a 4-time Tony nominee for Excellence in Theater Education, an award-winning actress, and a proud Juilliard graduate. From her early film debut in Kids to serving as a cultural attaché for the Dominican Republic, Zuleika has spent her brilliant career blending world-class art with community empowerment. As an educational visionary, she founded the Media Performing Arts Division at the High School for Media and Communications, building massive partnerships with institutions like Lincoln Center and the Latin Grammy Foundation. Through her What It Takes lecture series, she has brought icons like Lin-Manuel Miranda and Spike Lee directly to underserved students. Honored by both the New York State Senate and the National Dominican Day Parade, she is an absolute powerhouse. Today, she serves as Vice President for Spanglish Voces and CEO of La Sala Talks Productions. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Zuleika Velasquez.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, class of 2030. What an honor it is to stand here before you today in the heart of a community I don't just know, I carry with me. Today isn't simply about receiving your diploma. It's about celebrating every obstacle you've overcome, every sacrifice that brought you here, and every possibility waiting for you beyond these doors. Before anything else, let's recognize your families, your teachers, your school staff, your mentors, and everyone who believed in you, even when you struggled to believe in yourself. And most importantly, you. Many of you are children of immigrants just like me. Never let anybody tell you that's a disadvantage. It's your inheritance. Your families may not have arrived here with wealth, but they gave you something far more valuable. That's courage, sacrifice, resilience, and the belief that tomorrow could be better than today. See, I grew up just a few blocks away from the school in the South Bronx during a time when the Bronx was burning. And I'm sure many of you are too young to understand that. I'm the daughter of a Dominican father and a Puerto Rican mother, and growing up, I often felt like I didn't quite fit in anywhere. But then I found music, or maybe more like music found me. Music didn't ask me to explain who I was, it simply listened. It gave me a voice before I knew how to use my own. And when I was 14, my father went to prison, and we lost our home. And my family moved from couch to couch before eventually living in a shelter. So performing became my refuge. And every rehearsal reminded me that even when life feels uncertain, hope is something we can choose. And for a long time, I believed my father's incarceration would define my family story. But life taught me something very different. Our lives are not defined by our worst moments. They are shaped by what we choose to do next. And my father was more than his mistakes. He also taught me to dream, to work hard, and to love my culture. And his journey taught me that every generation has the power to rewrite the story it inherits. And that is what I chose to do. My path eventually led me to Juilliard, to the opera houses of Paris, to the stages of Broadway, and later directing theater and film. Not because the road was easy, but because I refused to believe that where I came from would determine where I could go. And I share my story because I want you to remember one thing. You were never born to fit in. You were born to stand out. Life will ask you to take risks. It will ask you to fail. It will ask you to begin again, but don't fear failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. More often than not, it's the road that leads to it. And when life knocks you down, don't spend your energy asking, why me? Use that same energy asking, what's next? Because your future deserves more than your attention. Looking at all of you today reminds me that brilliance isn't confined to one subject. At MSTA, mathematics, science, technology, and the arts don't compete, they collaborate. Innovation requires creativity, discovery requires imagination, and every breakthrough begins because someone dares to ask, what if? And whether you become an engineer, a scientist, an entrepreneur, a teacher, an artist, or create a career that doesn't even exist yet, never let anyone convince you that creativity and intelligence are separate. They belong together. And never let anyone tell you that you don't belong. Sometimes belonging isn't something you find, it's something you create. And when you create that space, your people will find you. And as you leave here today, remember this: you never walk alone. You carry your families, your teachers, your ancestors. Their sacrifices now live inside you. Walk with your head held up high. Walk with purpose. Walk knowing that an entire community walks beside you. I stand here before you as proof that a little girl from the South Bronx can one day perform in Paris, stand on Broadway, direct theater and film. None of these dreams seemed possible when I was your age. But dreams are never measured by how likely they seem. They are measured by how courageously we pursue them. And as you climb, always remember to reach back, open doors, live someone else. Because success means very little if you're the only one who gets there. Be kind because you never know what battle someone else is quietly fighting. So let me leave you with a few questions. What will you discover? What will you create? Whose lives will be better because you were there? Class of 2030, this is your next act. Step into it with courage. Step into it with purpose. Step into it with kindness. Step into it knowing that your past may explain you, but it never has to define you. Congratulations, class of 2030. Go write the story the next generation will thank you for. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Ms. Velasquez for sharing such an incredibly powerful and inspiring message with our 8th graders and with all of us today. Next, we have the honor of hearing from 2 distinguished voices from the class of 2030. To start us off, we will hear the salutatorian address. The salutatorian is the student who earned the 2nd highest academic average across the 8th grade, representing immense dedication and hard work. Please join me in welcoming our 2026 salutatorian to the stage, Miss Amia White.
Good afternoon, families, and thank you for joining us to celebrate our achievement. I want to thank Principal Tell, Assistant Principals Peritera and Rosado. Thanks, families, for graduating class of 2026 and my 802 family. Thank you for making these past 3 years the best years of middle school. Looking back on my time here, the most important lesson I've learned is to never give up. When things get hard, we have to keep trying. This reminds me of a great quote that sticks with me today. The only obstacle in your path is you. Success starts with believing in yourself. If you don't believe you could do it, you won't make it happen. We are only here today because of the amazing support around us that encourages us to keep going. I'm so thankful for my family. Your guidance has kept me moving in the right direction. You have made amazing sacrifice for me to be here, and I'm always proud to call you my family. To my friends and my peers, thank you for always cheering me up when school got tough, and for helping me whenever I needed it. Thank you, Zaire Maple, Liam Cross, and Jamal Wigfall. Zaire, thanks for making every day fun and memorable. Jamal, I always remember how we came from 601 to 602 together. You comforted me when I was upset or confused. You helped me with work even when I thought I didn't need it. Liam, you've always been helping me from 6th grade to 8th grade. You always knew how to cheer me up and knew what to say to make me feel better. Finally, to the teachers and staff who have been like second parents to us, thank you for helping me see who I am and who I want to become in the future. Thank you, Ms. Cooper, Mr. Pacifico, and Ms. Pablo. Thank you, Ms. Pablo, for pushing me and the rest of the region's kids in science. Also, shout out to Ms. Cooper for helping me with challenges. You gave me the greatest advice and made it seem like I knew you for a long time. And to Mr. Pacifico, the MVP of ELA, he helped me succeed in my work and never gave up on me. As we start this next chapter, I want to remind you to enjoy your life to the fullest. 4 years of high school may seem like a long time right now, but as it goes by fast, before you know it, you'll be graduating all over again. I wish that as you go to find yourself, that you remember to believe in yourself no matter what. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. This is a quote from Dr. Seuss. Enjoy this moment of your life. The moments do not last forever. Congratulations, class of 2030, and thank you.
That was so beautifully spoken, Amia. Let's give her another round of applause, everyone. We're all incredibly proud of you. Next, it is my privilege to introduce our valedictorian's address. The valedictorian is the student who has achieved the highest academic average across the entire 8th grade, a truly phenomenal accomplishment. I'm absolutely overjoyed to welcome this year's valedictorian to the stage, Miss Alyssa Barak.
Oh my God. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome family, friends, teachers, staff, and fellow graduates of 2026. My name is Alyssa Barat, and I am truly honored and grateful to stand here before you today as a valedictorian of IS 318, School of Mathematics, Science, and Technology through the Arts. Before I go on, I want to thank everyone here, from my beloved family and friends to our amazing teachers as well as staff members, for your guidance and support. You have all shaped each and every one of us into the scholars that we are today. On behalf of the whole graduating class of 2026, I am thanking you all for investing and believing in us. This achievement would have not been possible without the support, encouragement, and guidance from our peers, families, faculty, Ms. Carvatera, Mr. Rosado, and Ms. Lotel. I am thankful for every lesson opportunity that brought us here. A couple of years ago, a teacher of mine showed me Malala Yousafzai's historic speech at the United Nations Youth Assembly in New York from July 12, 2013. I specifically remember hearing the words, "Let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons." At the time, I didn't understand the importance of school. I didn't even understand what being smart truly meant, that intelligence and grades were not equal measures. But as I got older, I realized education is one of the greatest tools and privileges we have. My parents did not always have the same opportunities to prioritize education that I have today. Being able to stand here as a young woman of color, receiving an education, and celebrating this milestone is a privilege that generations before me worked hard to make possible. Many of us come from communities that are often judged by our backgrounds, race, or socioeconomic status. Growing up in the Bronx, we have all heard the stereotypes. Yet every graduate sitting here today is proof that stereotypes do not define us. Our achievements, our resilience, and our determination tell a different story. Knowledge gives us the power to create, change, pursue our dreams, and overcome challenges. Throughout my time at MSTA, I have learned my success is not just about earning good grades, but about growing as a person, learning from mistakes, and continuing to strive for excellence. In the future, when someone asks me about my years in middle school, I will always reminisce on the community we shared at MSTA. Whether it was working together in class, celebrating achievements in our auditorium, or just simple conversations in the halls. I have never once felt left out. I have always been inspired by our teachers and staff, whose dedication and encouragement helped us become the students and people we are today. They taught us lessons that extend far beyond the classrooms and showed us the importance of perseverance, kindness, and hard work. As we begin the chapters of our next life, I hope we remember that there will be challenges ahead, but there will always be endless possibilities. My advice to my fellow graduates is to never stop learning. Dream big and always believe in your ability to make a difference. With that being said, congratulations to Class of 26. I am so proud to have shared these 3 years with all of you, and I cannot wait to see where our future takes us. Though we may be leaving MSTA behind, the memories, friendships, and lessons we have gained here will stay with us forever. Thank you and farewell.
He stole my line. So incredible job, Alyssa. I just want to say that I'm so very proud of Mia and Alyssa for achieving these wonderful honors, but I want to give a huge shout out to their ELA teacher, Mr. Pacifico, for his guidance and support. Yeah, because he was a big part in helping them craft those stellar speeches. At this time, while we're on the topic of academic achievement, I would also like to share some incredible news. This year, we had 18 of our 8th graders step up to take the high school Regents exam in biology, thanks to the dedication and hard work of Ms. Pavalulu. In addition, 20 students challenged themselves by taking the Algebra 1 Regents exam. We have received the results this week of those examinations, and I'm absolutely thrilled to share that the following students have achieved in passing scores on one of those high school exams. Let's hear it for this truly awesome accomplishment as I read their names. Nathan Conforme. Aisha Drame. Anthony Martinez. Lorenzo Martinez. Jeremy Mejia. Kweku Okere Darko. Jaden Rogers. Amilo Westbrook. Amia White. And the following two students achieved passing scores on both of those exams. Remy Barbosa and Alyssa Barat. What a tremendous accomplishment by these awesome learners that we have. So now I would like to shift our attention from our students to their wonderful families. At this time, I would like to welcome our parent coordinator, Mr. Anthony Candelario, to the podium. Or maybe we'll do that in a few minutes. So actually, before we do that, we're going to have our students, our 8th graders, please rise and face the audience for a special song dedicated to your families.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You may be seated. So now I'm going to welcome Ms. Dotel back up to the stage, who is going to honor some special parents.
Good afternoon again. So, it is my great privilege to recognize 3 of our parents who served. Some of them served on our parent association, but others of them were always available at the school or came to every workshop that we had and were involved in everything that had to do with ensuring that we are here today in service of our graduates. So when I call your name, if you can just stand up and so that we can recognize you. So Aneti Corsino, Tamika Pinkston, Brandon Troche. So our amazing parents, you're part of the reasons that we're able to do what we do. We have a plaque for you that we will give you tomorrow. But we just wanted to publicly recognize you and to thank you for always supporting everything that we do in service of not just your children, but all of the children that we serve. Thank you.
So thank you for that beautiful tribute to our parents and families. 8th graders, you did a nice job singing to your families and parents. Well, MSTA, the moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. We have reached the point in our program where we get to recognize each and every one of our wonderful 8th graders individually as they walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. To help us read our graduates' names, I would love to invite 8th grade teacher Miss Cooper to the stage. And with that, if the first row of 8th graders can please rise.
Jacob Segura. Omar McCall. Joel Montalvo. Daniel Thomas. Nathan Conforme. Zoe Herrera. Carolyn Pata Akan. Naomi Agasvivas Feliz. Brendalice Rodriguez. Janelis Castillo. Logan Polanco. Aiden Dillon. Rodner Cuevas. Abel Gonzalez. Brian Takuri. Brandon Pryor Jolly. Eliani Parata. Alexa Beliard Santos. Aaliyah Santana. Isabella Roulon. Addie Vargas. Alexa George Romero. Jaden Thomas. Charles Bumpers. Karma Rodriguez. Lord Velez. Aaron Valdez. Jeremy Mejia. Anna Laline. Shanti Perez. Savannah Santiago. Ana Sofia Rivera. Mia Diaz. Nayeli Shepard. Kaden Nair. Kwaku Okir Darko. Anthony Martinez. Marcos Nunez. Bruce Garcia Jimenez. Dante Troche. Camila Totesau. Michaela Dahl. Desmariah Bicey. Madison Pinkston. Rosalie Lewis. Amilo Westbrook. Oscar Petty Estrada. Remy Barbosa. Derek Fernandez Diaz. Jay Nunez. Autumn Conyers. Skylar Gabriel. Sophia Bedoya. Jamal Wigfall. Isaiah Cortez. Jonelle Ramos. Nyla Bender. Zaira Maple. Daisy Torres. Emily Walker. Lemila Bennett. Asiata Drame. Aminata Fofana. Javier Carrera. Luis Vargas Flores. Damian Pasmino. Josiah De La Cruz. Josias Gonzalez. Jason Harrison. Hold on. Jaden Rogers. Malachi Lodomus. Eric Tavares. Liam Cross. Lorenzo Martinez.
Okay. I know that last row is just about to sit down, but if I can have my 8th graders please stand up. Okay, we've reached the moment. It's the moment we've been waiting for, the official declaration. And for that, I'm going to welcome Principal Dotel back to the mic.
Whew. It's okay. All right. All right. Moment of truth. So, by the powers vested in me by the state of New York City, I pronounce you stepped up and officially high school student.
All right. If the parents and families can please remain seated. So I am beyond proud to be one of the absolute first to congratulate you all as the official MSTA Rising 9th Graders of 2026. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us today to celebrate our incredible 8th grade class. Your wonderful energy, love, and pride made this ceremony extra special for our 8th graders and our entire MSTA staff. At this time, Our 8th graders will remain standing as we begin our recessional song. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are actually going to begin recessing out. If the parents and families, if you could meet us outside of the building so you could welcome your 8th grade graduates.